So the question is, as a leader, in your case, is there a strategy, or how do you go about finding people that, obviously the unicorn doesn't exist. These are ideal principles that we're striving toward, and everybody has different strengths within each one that they're working on. But what do you do? What's your strategy? Do you typically, when you're interviewing someone, rely on your intuition? Do you get a feeling as you ask them questions? Or is there another strategy that you use to help sift through people that you may want to bring on your team so that they don't hurt your culture or hurt your team?
You already know. My passion and my mission to help you unleash your greatness within. My heart goes out to the underdogs that's on their way. If you think you can go from good to great, okay, let's motivate. GreatnessWithin.com. DJ Hoisington. GreatnessWithin.com.
Yeah, look, I think it's the most difficult part of my job. I think it's probably the most difficult part of the job of any leader in any organization. I still don't have a solution. If you have something to suggest me, please let me know. This is what I do. And I'm saying this because I keep making mistakes. I keep,
I feel the same way.
Amazing people, and I keep hiring people that eventually are not amazing. And it's a process. And sometimes, when is not the right fit, anyway, you invest in the person and maybe then they find their way. Sometimes they don't. But long story short, this is what I do. First of all, is what I was saying earlier. I make sure that the people out there understand what kind of people we want. This is the role of this book. This is the role of all the communication I did over the years around this principle. So that if somebody is interested in our company and joining my team, and Google my name and do a little bit of research, you understand immediately what kind of people I want. The second thing I do, I wish my instinct and my intuition could be so good that I just catch the unicorns every time. I'm not like this. Unfortunately, I think I am a good reader of people, but still, to understand a person in 1 hour interview or maybe in a couple of interviews is so difficult. So first of all, I triangulate and I have my leadership team interviewing the people so that you start to bring into the mix people with similar mindset to mine. So I know that they look for the same things, because if they're in my leadership team, it's because they are, I call myself and all these people aspiring unicorns. So they are like this. But each of the people in my leadership team is very different from one another, really different from one another. So each of them will interview the candidate with a different angle, a different perspective. And so I collect all those information. I try to then talk with people who have been working with a person to hear their point of view. And it's not easy also in that case, because these are all personal experiences. And for more senior profiles, we use a few recruiters that we've been working with for years that know very well what I'm looking for. So that helps as well. So a mix of all of this is what we do. The other thing that is important is, when you don't find the right people, you need to be honest with them and with yourself, because the wrong fit is not going to last in the company anyway. So if you drag somebody for years in a company, is not the right fit, that person is going to be miserable. You are going to be miserable as a leader if you're a sensitive person, and your team is not going to be as effective as it should be, and you're damaging your company. So it's a disaster for everybody. So when you understand that it's not, somebody is eventually not the right fit, the first thing to do is to invest in the person, time, and trying to correct the direction for a while. When though you realize that it's not the right fit and you think that you tried everything you could, then it's important that, the person has the possibility to find their way and be happy also. And you as a company need to be fair with the person. That's extremely important. Often, when you accept a job, you change your life, you invest yourself, your family, everything in the company. So we need to consider all the variables together. But at the end of the day, the most important one is the right match. If there is not, then we'll find solutions that are fair. But the best solution for everybody is that there is the right match.
GreatnessWithin.com